Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Vlog. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I'm excited to bring you these wonderful cutting die sets from our friends at Practical Publishing. They're called Craftwork Cards die cutting sets. The first one is the Noel Wreath, the Festive Foliage Hexagon, and the Celestial Circle. Sounds so pretty. So I'm going to start off by showing you, I think, the Celestial Circle. So let's bring this card in. This one I did a gatefold card where it opens at the center, and it's got this beautiful celestial sun, moon, stars. Well, actually, it's just moon and stars, I guess. I don't see any suns on there. And it's just really beautiful, and I want to show you step by step how I put this card together. The first thing I did was cut my cardstock to 11 inches across. This is just tan cardstock, and then it's 5.5 inches tall. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this over, and then I scored 2 lines, 2 3/4 of an inch from each side. Okay, so from each edge, 2 3/4 of an inch, scored that to make the gatefold. All right, then I have a 5.5 inch square. So then I cut from some really beautiful Cosmos, from the Cosmos paper pack. I want to show you this one. We did a webisode on this before. This was from our friends at Stamperia, and this is the Cosmos paper pack. It is one of my favorites. It's got nature, and it's got all of these beautiful celestial and beautiful papers. So the minute we found this die, I was like, okay, I know what I'm going to use for paper. So don't you love that when that happens? So then you're going to cut a piece of paper that is 5.25 inches square. So as you can see, it's just slightly smaller than my 5.5 inch square card. Then you're going to glue this. My glue is right here. You're going to glue this to one side. And then we're going to cut, I'm going to grab my scissors. We're going to cut, we only glued it to one side, so then we're going to cut away the unglued portion. And then, whoops, wow. And we're going to glue, just aligning these pieces, we're going to glue the next piece to the other side. All right, so there we've got our gatefold. Now here are the wonderful cutting dies. The Celestial set has 6 pieces. Okay, so it's got the large outer ring, the inner ring, and then it's got this circle that I'm going to use to cut right here. I'm going to place it half the circle here on my card, run it through my die cutting machine, okay? And then I'm going to do the same on the other side, and I'm going to align that circle. So this is what you're going to get when you're done. Okay, so I've cut this side, and then I cut this side. All right, then from hammered gold specialty paper, I cut this beautiful celestial ring. And what I want to do is take a look at that celestial ring and find the best place to fold it in half, actually. So I found between 2 stars, because I don't want to fold right in the middle of a moon, cut that half. So I found a little, almost a little less detailed area between these 2 stars. And I'm just going to cut that right there. Right there. All right, and I'm going to glue those on each side, like this. Now for gluing them, you have 2 options because they're really finely detailed. You can just put dots of glue of the Cosmic Shimmer Specialist acrylic glue because it has this great fine tip, or you can use Sticky Specs, which is a great product where you just take a sheet of Sticky Specs and you peel. Oh, I've got 2 sheets here. Each package has lots of sheets in it, which is great. Go. Okay, so you're going to take your sticky specs and peel that. Just take 1/2 of that. Right there. Close that. And then it's going to just transfer all the little microscopic sticky specks that are on here, and it just peels that right off. And then you're going to just place that here and adhere that and do the same with the other side. So I'm not going to take the time to do that because it takes a little bit of time to align that. Okay. And then I'm going to refer to my original card here. I use the circle that came from the center of this piece, and I glue that to the inside back so that it's centered there. And then the center piece, I cut that out of pastel blue paper, glue that there, and then it's got this wonderful little word or greeting, which is peace, which I thought was just wonderful. Okay, so you get the idea. I also added just a few little star sparklets on there as well for some shine. I did my card out of slightly different paper, but as you can see, it works great with the tan and blue, 2 shades of blue as well. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Here's one that Debbie made, which is just gorgeous. This is the Noel wreath. There you go. And the Noel wreath has 5 different pieces. Go. And I love how she cut this from red cardstock and then matted it with some of the same green paper as the background of her card. And I show you how she did that. So this one's a little bit different in that here we go. The wreath is actually a wreath that's going to leave you a negative space. So it doesn't have on the wreath the outer cutting line. So what you do with that is to give it a scalloped edge, use the scalloped circle and place that there. And then there's another little scalloped circle that goes in the center. And that's how you get the red shape. And then the largest circle, oh, I should correct myself. Then Debbie cut out another green circle using the scallop. There we go. And she put that right behind the first one once it's cut out. And then you have this one, which is the mat. Okay, so you've got 3 different steps there. And then the darling little Noel, which is really adorable. And she just used little star dazzles instead of berries, which I thought was really fun. Oh, and I should also mention, Debbie thought, and I agree, that it could be also a great fall themed wreath too. So she cut this one out of mocha ripple paper, specialty paper, and it's a holographic paper, so it's got a lot of shine on that. And then she did the same process of layering and then backed it with metallic gold paper. Really a great idea. So you get another season out of it. Okay, and then finally, this one's the Festive Foliage Hexagon. There we go. This card, I made this one last night, and it's got lots of shimmer and lots of detail on that. It's got all kinds of little jewel dazzles on it, and also some Winter Wishes sparklets, which are so pretty. So let me show you how this one works. So first of all, I just used Christmas Sparkle paper pack, and I just placed the border at the bottom, and I only used just a little bit of the border. I just cut the rest off and saved that for another project. And then I cut my pieces. I should show you this die. And this die has 4 pieces. As you can see, it's got this gorgeous hexagon wreath with lots and lots of detail. It's got an inner wreath, also with lots of detail, berries and hollies and twigs. And then it's got the hexagon shape here and this great little love greeting. Okay, so I've got all my pieces cut. And one of the things I wanted to do with this was, after cutting it from green cardstock, I wanted to add a little depth by just using some green ink. This is the green and yellow Cat IQ. And what I did was I just used the surface of the sort of a medium green, and I just dabbed that around, not going all the way to the center there, or the edge of the hexagon. So actually just going from the outer edge to the midway point, okay? Like that. Okay, I won't go all the way around. And then I took dark forest green, and then I just did the outside edges. So really you're getting a gradation of like the light green, the medium green, and the dark green then. Very, very simple technique to do. There we go. Okay, and then once I got that done to both of the green pieces, okay, then I took my clear glitter brush, which I love, and I just added glitter to some of the petals. I think I'll do that just directly on this card. So all of the ones that were holly leaves, I just brushed a little bit of the clear on each of the holly leaves, just to make that holly stand out. And I just went all the way around. Go, like that. And then I added, for my little jewels, I added pink, gold, and lime jewel dazzles. And I like to use an X-Acto knife. This is the retractable one that you can get at Paper Wishes. And I love that because I can carry it around and go to friends' houses for crops and card making classes, and I'm not poking anybody or anything. And I just placed each individual one like this. I just did that while I was watching some TV last night. And then added some Winter Wishes sparklets, which I forgot to grab, but check those out. They're just so versatile to use. Some are clear and some are a light pink. Okay, and then with the little love, I just did a little bit of green along the bottom edge before I glued that down. And then I just offset each layer. This layer has a little bit of foam tape on it, and then also use the sticky specks to apply everything. So that's all. Oh, I should mention, I also used just one little element, one little row here of gold jewel border dazzles, just for extra sparkle. So yes, this card, lots and lots of sparkle. And be sure you check out the great money saver we have on all 3 of these die sets. If you're watching us on YouTube, go to the description below and check out those links. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.